Hi, my name is Antoon van Olderen from the Netherlands, and today I am in Vancouver, Canada, here in the park at the corner of Denman and West Georgia Street, which is the site of the former Georgia Auditorium that was demolished in 1959. And as you know, I visit Eddie Cochran historic sites. And why is this an Eddie Cochran historic site? Because it was here on Wednesday, October 23 in 1957 that Eddie Cochran performed as part of the Biggest Show of Stars of 1957. And on the roster of the Biggest Show of Stars here in October 1957 were artists such as the Everly Brothers, Paul Anka, Buddy Knox, Fats Domino, Buddy Holly and the Crickets, Laverne Baker and others. So this was a huge show, and Eddie Cochran was part of that show, and he performed twice, once at 7 p.m. and once at 9:30 p.m. And in the audience were mainly teenagers, as we could read in the newspapers then, and they were prohibited from dancing, by the way. But Eddie Cochran, when he was performing here, was kind of a celebrity. Of course, he had his hit earlier in 1957 with Sitting in the Balcony, but actually his other single, Drive-In Show, was a very minor hit in the US, but here in Vancouver and especially around Canada, this was a huge hit, because here in Vancouver it charted number 5. So by the time Eddie Cochran was part of the tour and performed here, he was really a star, a big star in the show. And as you know, I always show you the surroundings of those historic Eddie Cochran sites. So Aaron, my companion, who is with me again today, if you can show the viewers the surroundings. And as you can see, this was the Georgia Auditorium, and this is now a park.